The button has been pushed. Hi.
What's up, everyone?
Alright. Let me make sure this stream is going. Yep, it's going. So I'm gonna copy the video URL here. I'm gonna post this so we can get Orion and Venport's mind off of that random rarity guy. And I'm also going to post it in recording at spectators. Time for Silk and Silver Tongue. Tune on in for new VTT adventures.
I like how you get all this after the recording started, just for the.
Well, I have to get the link. I don't know. No, I guess I gotta get the link before. Whatever. You get the point. In any case, last time on Dragon Ball Z, go.
Last time on Dragon Ball Z, also known as Session 15 of this wonderful adventure we've been on.
My balls?
What?
What about my balls?
You. So what happened that time is we got cured from all of our wonderful ailments of, mummy rot, thanks to Night Vale and Zakira. Took a couple days, but we eventually got everyone, including the snake, cured. So we traveled north towards Lurbost. Who cares? Name.
It's a good city.
We'll find out.
Yeah.
But as we were heading north, we were attacked by dust diggers, who are quite dangerous because they kind of go through the dirt and grab you from the ground like graboids, but not graboids. And Penguin got eaten, and then he got saved by some very well-timed. We're learning he just leveled up the night before spells.
Yeah.
Exploding the creature in the ground and just barely not dying in the process. But in the end, he's alive and we're reaching the town of that place.
Updated map has been posted in documents. I'm working on the remake of it in Incarnate, which is fantastic, and it's the one I'm using in the session right now.
We feel as if the world just shifted as the map changes.
Yeah, there's some slight changes here and there, but work in progress. Why don't you? You're not going to the places that have been shifted slightly anyway. So, for all intents and purposes, don't mind the earthquakes. In any case, you guys have indeed spotted the outer little place that Lurbost is. It doesn't necessarily have any huge walls or anything like that, though it does seem to have at least some patrols out along the way that are just kind of out watching. They seem to be Persian and Sphinx by the looks of their race and their armor. We'll start with Pingwing looking out and kind of like squinting his eyes, putting his claw up to his shading his face a little bit. That looks rather quaint.
Well,
Indeed.
I could use a good hot bath, and I'm sure Ping could too.
Shoot you a look. What's that supposed to mean?
I mean,
You're in the stomach
you
of
got a little slimy
sugar.
And he
earlier today.
He blinks and looks at he blinks and looks around his feathers and things like that, and then looks up. I prestidigitized that away hours ago. I don't know what you're talking about at this point.
Silly magic.
It still doesn't really get all the way in. You know that.
And now Zakira shoots you a look, Gyro. Oh yeah?
Yeah?
She's squinting. I think it does perfectly well of a job.
Mm.
And she nods and like flashes a pose. See? And she shows like her scales, gives like a little bit of a twirl over her tail. Perfectly nice.
Yeah, I mean, it still doesn't compare to a real bath, though.
And then she kind of considers this a minute. Oh, yeah. There's a point there, Pingwing. Well, I just don't like public locations.
But public baths are great. You get to see all the cute
Oh.
gyro sort of trails off there.
Yeah. Zakira starts looking over. The cute. What? Exactly.
Someone's a peeping Tom.
I think she meant all of the cute little soap bottles and things. Pingwing says, kind of like really shyly, not making eye contact. Something. Even Pingwing understands the bros before hoes rule. And Zakira just like squints at him. I'll let that one slide for now. And then she flicks her tail, starts going onward. Don't tag me into this.
Gyro gives him a little reassuring pat on the shoulder as thanks.
On the way over, I guess, are you guys wandering over? I'm not sure who's on where's on who's going forward, etc., marching order.
I want to go to the town.
It is
Who's
in
on
the
first?
path.
Who's on first?
Yeah. Well,
One sec.
I say who's on who because Dur likes to be on people, so. Namely, I'm not sure if Dur's
God damn it, Meemly.
What?
Can I be on Zakira?
Remove the silly 3D dice. I can roll arbitrary dice.
Oh, like the 3D dice?
Yeah, the 3D dice break arbitrary dice. It's kind of annoying.
Oh, my bad. Yeah, I'll turn that off. I put that on because I knew David likes that actually. So like.
Oh god.
All right. Thanks.
Yeah, I would be more okay with it if they allowed arbitrary dice.
Night Vale. Dur's perched on Night Vale.
Okay.
Fantastic. You are perched atop Night Vale. Night Vale.
Yes.
What are you doing?
I am doing nothing in particular.
Okay, I'm just making sure. Everybody's marching forward. I don't hear any complaints.
Yeah.
You guys start walking toward the city. Now, naturally, the first people that you are going to kind of encounter are the few folks that are just watching the road, more or less. They're not like standing very imposingly. It's kind of like in real life, just a police officer standing in the corner, and they give you a polite nod. Give me perceptions, just starting to come into the city. Why don't you all?
All right. I wish the pop-out thing worked properly on this particular thing. Unfortunately, it's broken on Pathfinder 1. Let's see. For my perception. I perceptify. Oh, by the way, if you hold down shift when you click the thingy, it'll skip the little pop-up notification.
Oh.
Alright. I see that working title did one. Gyro, Night Vale. Anybody else?
Yeah, let me just go look up my perception ranks. I was a bad dragon and didn't do this.
I bet you were a bad dragon, weren't you?
This one is for a good question. Because technically a familiar can use the master's skill if it's better.
That's what I told you.
29.
29, you say? Very nice. Well, if you rolled above a 20, which looks to be working title, Gyro, Night Vale, Dur, Hunting Forest, Gyro. Well, I guess you're familiar in this case.
Yes.
Zakira, and not Hunting Forest. It looks like. So Hunting Forest, you're the only one that doesn't notice this. Notice all the
Hunting
details.
Forest rolled a 29.
Yeah, I got a 29.
Oh,
How the fuck did I not know?
My bad. I was looking at the perception roll in Fantasy Grounds. My bad.
Okay.
29 right there. Well, you guys all very briefly noticed all the things then. So, coming into the city, a lot of the roofs and everything seem more flat. They're not up. They're not up and angled in a way that would obviously imply that just to like let water and rain roll off the top doesn't seem to be something they have to worry about here very much. It is a desert after all. What really catches your eye just above the city is While there isn't a wall around it, there does seem to be a fairly large sort of wall up and around what seems to be a larger sort of manor, castle-esque kind of older, like a older standing, probably ruling building of the city. I mean, collectively, what you guys all notice right away is that upon the guards' necks, both of them being one of them being Persian, one of them being Sphinx, as part of their race, they seem to have these strange necklaces on. And looking further on in a town where you could see a couple people walking, they do as well. What's your marching order going in?
104 is probably flying overhead.
Right.
Gyro's going in first. He's after a bathhouse.
Nice. Alright, Gyro's going in first. You're flying overhead. Nightveil, what are you
I'm
doing?
pulling Zakira with me,
In the
probably.
middle.
In the middle? Alright. Who's last?
Penguin.
I guess that's kind of everybody. So,
Probably Ping.
yeah, that makes Penguin last. Poor guy. So you guys start walking, flying, pulling along. They kind of just nod you along. Zakira seems just like to smile a little bit. She's pulled, just slightly.
Sorry about that.
She gives like a polite, like, you know, just like don't mind us, kind of a nod toward the guards as well. And the moment Nightveil, you start walk again, they kind of look at you rather funny, and squint just a little bit. But they still let you pass though.
Okay.
Coffee in my coffee, please.
Pingwing kind of just like stops a little bit, and gently just kind of goes around. Sigh.
Huh?
Some sigh, and he nudges around and just kind of comes into the city. With you guys. He nudges you, Nightveil. Oh, this is a little weird.
I know.
What's weird about it?
Seems fine to me.
You're in the air, Mr. Hunting Forest. Not
By
very
the
far.
way, I'm still totally wearing my police disguise.
Mm-hmm.
It's my look.
Nice. Now, I guess I could just move you guys to this one here, just so you guys are aware about where you're going.
Yeah.
Yeah. So this is the city of Lirbast. Out in the distance is where I showed you that. I told you that sort of castle was. There's a variable amount of buildings as you guys start walking in.
You have no light set on this scene.
Oh yeah, I should set that to
Just
yeah.
probably global illumination.
I gotcha. That was my bad. Bonk.
There we go.
Oh, okay.
That party icon is your party icon.
Yeah.
I immediately leave the party. Alright, so I guess we'll head to the center.
Yes.
Alright, well, feel free to move yourself. I'm not gonna move for you.
Yeah, the lights just turned off again, so...
Oh.
I don't think the party icon has light.
Oh, yeah, I got turn on the party icon. Hold on.
Oh, gosh. Now it's really dark. That was weird.
Don't worry about me. I'll put on Has Vision. I forgot about that. There you go.
There.
Everybody should head and see it. Alright. Now, going through the place, what's very noticeable is that as you guys start walking, more and more the population starts to reveal itself as to be more of a Persian and certainly Sphinx nature. These and even a couple sun cats, which aren't normally seen as you guys kind of come in this way. Obviously, there's a couple ponies here and there, but they seem to be either not of this specific region, like they're traders, travelers, that kind of thing, or otherwise. Now, a lot of the a lot of the populace that's either walking about, shopping, that kind of thing, specifically here, seem to just be doing their thing. There seems to be a couple small children playing ball with each other, throwing it left and right. As you guys kind of start walking, flying in and that stuff, they kind of stop to look and stare. A couple of the children kind of pulling up their paw to the necklace that they have on, just very briefly, and just watching it.
Huh. Weird.
Yeah.
Well, I'm sure it's fine. They seem to be a religious bunch, don't they? This is what I'm saying to Zakira.
Well, now you're gonna make me have me roll a knowledge local for her. How could you? Actually, don't know. Oh, she can't. Never mind. Haha. She kind of nods. What do you mean?
I mean, they're clutching at that necklace. That's sort of what someone does when they're offering a prayer or something. It seems ritualistic, anyways.
She thinks a little bit. Well, I mean, they don't look like holy symbols. And,
Yeah, I know.
And Pingling, I'm going to roll this really quick. Hang on. Pingling kind of just like leaning in, makes a weird noise as if he wanted to interject but didn't.
I mean, there are a bunch of minor gods, right? I'm sure it's one of those.
She thinks. Probably. But it's best not to disrupt the culture. She nods.
Of course.
So continuing to move on down the streets as you do, the same reaction is met. Even one or two of the shops kind of pulling closed what seems to be some curtains or houses and things like that as you just slowly get nearer toward this one. What would immediately catch your eye more than anything is that coming down this street, in this direction, a large building in the toward more the center, toward on the map where it says Old Ward, that big square building right there, seems to be almost sort of a coliseum.
Weird.
A small local one. At least a place for events, if you will. Big and round. It kind of has red fluttering tapestries, or I guess overhangs in the wind that kind of flutter lightly right now.
I'm go up to one of the shopkeepers.
You would have to go into one of the shops. Which one are you going? What are you looking for?
Oh, I just want one of them. It doesn't. I'm not looking for items in particular.
Like I said, there were
You
some
just
that
mentioned that several were pulling things closed, so...
Yeah. Are you going into one of the ones that had pulled their stuff closed, or are you just going to a different one?
Yeah, I'm going into one of those.
You go toward one and go to open a door, and it's just locked. Click, click, click.
I'll knock gently.
Go away.
Fly to the
We
arena.
don't have to open.
Not... I just want to ask a question.
No questions. We are closed.
And then
Oh my god. Are they xenophobic or something? Have they never seen a griffin? Gyro lets out a low sigh and walks back to the party.
And once again, Pingwing makes like a kind of like noise, like he wants to say something but isn't.
you
What
have
is
something in
it,
your
Ping?
throat.
Nothing, and he kind of like gives like a little bit of a dirty look almost towards you, as dirty as he can muster. It's not very dirty, but just noticing that they seem to be probably not the most kosher with us, and if it would probably be best if we didn't try to. Never mind, I don't know. And he kind of like shakes his head. It's a stupid thought.
You're just being paranoid, Ping.
Yeah,
Just
Sakira
a
also
couple
blinks.
people.
Yeah, that is kind of silly. Yeah, I know. I'm sorry. I just get nervous around new people and new things. Are you guys going anywhere else? What are you doing?
I'm going to the arena.
I want to find a bathhouse, but I need to find someone to ask first.
Come. Well, I guess if you guys really want me to make 2 different party icons, I can.
Nah, we'll
Not
go
sure
to
if
the
you guys
arena
are-
first. It's
Yeah,
fine.
I'm not sure if you guys are splitting the party here or not. Who does that?
Us, every session.
Well, you'd have to either give me a knowledge local or a perception check to try to find one, is what Gyro, and depending on which one of those it is, we'll find.
Perceptify and familiar Perceptify.
You start. Well, I'll just I'll keep those in mind. I'll let you know if you spot one.
Okay. So I guess we're moving towards the Coliseum or whatever, eh? Hunting Forest?
Yeah.
You begin moving toward the Coliseum, and kind of in a central square here, you notice that, of course, there seems to be a well. Where else would these guys get water from? Kind of goes down deep, and a couple people seem to be around it, though. As per the rest, as you guys kind of start walking up toward it, a couple of the children hide behind the legs of their mothers or significant, or the elders and whatnot, and a couple of the older ones just kind of stare.
Alright. Gyro is gonna walk up to them, one of them now, since they aren't hiding behind a shop door, and he's asked, "What is
back
the
up.
problem here?"
No, you don't have a too much of a chance to get up too close to them. As you start walking up, they start backing away from you.
I'm gonna
Raise
try
your
and
hoof.
speak
Who saw
at
that
them
coming?
in Sphinx. I'm gonna ask, what is their problem here? In their native tongue.
If you're asking one of the ones around the well, they kind of turn around, pick up one of their children, while still staring, just continue to back up and eventually turn around and scurry away without an answer.
Oh my god.
You're probably not going to get anywhere.
It's like they think we want to eat their kids or something. People still with those damn old Griffin legends.
Have you tried asking the pony?
Huh?
I think Honey's point is there's ponies around here, right?
Yeah. There's at least one or two that are kind of just milling about, though. They're also giving, they're not really giving Gyro too much of a look. They're looking more into the group that had stayed together. So I know Gyro, you kind of went forward to go talk to one of them. They're more looking more pointedly toward the rest of the group, less so than you.
Let's see.
I'm going to actually go into my pony guys, and so I'm less intimidating. And go to one of the. Hello there. I noticed that.
Hold on, you cut out.
Everyone.
I heard you turned into your pony guys, and that was it.
Oh, and then I go to one of the other fellow ponies.
If you're walking up to them, they're gonna kind of back up away from you a little bit.
Oh, really? I think it's just outsiders they don't like.
Now, that being said, while some of these places had closed their doors and such, there does seem to be one that isn't. Namely, what seems to be a tavern of sorts, more toward. Is there a way to ping something on the map, actually?
If you download the ping module.
Okay. Then, right here, I will point toward it. This one, this building.
Well, I guess we'll head there.
Yeah. The outside in Sphinx, of course, reads the Pilgrim's Arrow, and it just has like a swinging door, so it's not necessarily like locked, and there does seem to be at least be some people in there.
Did you
Oh, man, I wish I
install
had
Easy
Spurs.
Target, by the way?
I did not. I want to just not confuse myself from the grand scheme of what's going on, or have modules not compatible with each other for the first time using this completely in the session. Later. But you guys are going into the tavern?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Bonk. Go into the tavern.
I don't own any tokens in this scene.
You do not. Let me drag you in your tokens, because I forgot to drag ye who have tokens in. Bonk.
Hopefully most of us have tokens.
You. Gyro.
Wow, the ambience just kind of cuts off, so it's like laughter and then silence.
That'll allow you to ping.
How's the audio for everybody else? I'm just curious.
Is it not supposed to be cutting out like this?
It is not. I just have an MP4 of this map. It's supposed to be animated, and I was just curious.
An MP4?
Is it a 5 seconds long MP4?
It is not. But is it off now?
Yeah, you shut it off.
Fantastic. That's pretty cool, as it considers that just ambient noise from the map. So
Hmm.
cool. Regardless, you guys hold on. Stop jumping ahead, you.
Is there a light in here?
Oh yes, I gotta put lights.
You paused time!
I did. Look at me go.
Okay.
I kind of forgot to light things up here.
Well, immediately makes lights, or it makes sets the world bright.
Yeah, I'm just gonna set it to it's just a tavern. So bonk. There you go. You guys peek in to the tavern here. What seems to be mostly Sphinxes and Persians, as previously mentioned, are around. Though you do see, at least one Karen and one Blue Mare in the place, just kind of casually sipping, eating stuff, for the most part.
Well, clearly, the person who looks different is the important one.
Shut up.
No, they seem a bit familiar to me.
Do they? Can't
Yeah.
recall. Though, as you guys kind of step in, of course, all of these guys kind of just turn to look at you.
You want me to give you something to look at?
I'm gonna stalk up to the bartender.
Stock up to the bartender.
He's the most likely to speak.
Well, these guys are gonna kind of scoot over a little bit. And kind of look at you a little bit. The bartender, however, does not. Somebody's getting an echo.
It's probably me. I'm gonna turn down the ambience a little bit. It's a little loud.
You do. You go up to the bartender. She gives you a squint. And what are you doing here?
We're just passing through.
Bringing
but
your dark energies with you. Shame on you.
dark energies, huh?
Yes, you and your friends, yes. She clutches her necklace. We can all feel it.
Aha.
Why do you bring this to us so close to the ceremonies that are happening in Zewati? You know, you are aware, yes, that we are all just about to witness history, yes?
That is where we're headed, yes?
And she gives you a humph. She doesn't seem too pleased at you. Obviously, she's speaking Sphinx.
Yes. But, what do you mean dark energies? We bring no such dark energies.
And she squints her eyes at you. Well, I would not expect somebody to realize that they are doing such things and feeling that of evil intent. Nobody is evil in their own minds, now are they?
I mean, no, I would agree with that, but I have done nothing that one could even consider being evil, so I don't know what you're getting at.
Well, and she tucks her necklace into the into her apron a little bit, just so it's a little bit more hidden. Well, I shan't discuss it further. And
You just don't like me because I'm a griffin.
I have no ill feelings toward griffins, toward kirans, toward ponies, nor toward any of my brethren. Sorry. And she shoots the rest of your party in the back there. That seems to be kind of back there, still, and doing nothing. However, I do have an issue with bringing these energies to Vati, of all places. Shame on you.
Shame on you for being so distrustful of outsiders.
And she scowls at you. Well,
I scowl back.
I could say a number of things about you, but I will hold my tongue. What is it you need from my tavern?
Well, first, I'm looking for a bathhouse. And second, I'm trying to understand why this whole town won't give us any time of day.
And she flicks a claw kind of toward the door, a little bit more toward like the if you were looking at the map, toward like the north, more north. Kind of just like points a thing. You'll find it up there, though. Best of luck to you getting the business with the company you hold. And secondly, I have told you, if you do not understand, then that is not my problem.
I'm gonna snort and walk back to my party.
Alright, while you're doing that, I didn't see the rest of these guys doing anything, so stay up here for now. This is what you're doing there. What are the rest of y'all doing? There we
You
go.
teleported me off the map. Ah!
Gyro, stop moving! I'm moving you! I got you! I got you! Stop it! Okay.
So that's a minor, kind of interesting thing. Because the movement is client side, if I move and you move me at the same time, it applies the translation on both ends.
Alright, what is party down here doing as Gyro goes off and starts arguing with the locals?
I'm talking to this nice lady.
You go and sit down and notice that there's a blue mare out there, and she kind of looks up and her ears perk up. She doesn't
I
squint.
remember you.
She doesn't squint at you, but she tilts her head. Oh.
In Blakeburn.
And she kind of thinks a little bit. She squints.
How did you get here so fast?
She's still squinting. Nope, doesn't ring bell.
But it should.
And she thinks. And then she just pulls out a journal and starts taking notes. What time is it? And she writes down in Sphinx. Do you read Sphinx?
I do.
You could give me a linguistics check to read upside down, and she starts writing something down. Right,
What are you writing? I'm gonna ask because I'm polite.
And she finishes what she's writing first.
I was gonna say, I don't think reading over someone's shoulder is polite.
Just date. Victory Day, 3:17 a.m. 26th of last year. And she puts her book away.
Do you have a twin sister?
Do I? And she thinks.
That would
yes.
explain. Well, oh, you have. I met your twin sister in Blakeburn.
What a coincidence! And she smiles.
I know, right? And I'm gonna sense motive.
Go for it. motive is that she seems rather amused. She seems to be wanting, giving off the aura that she'd like to talk to you more.
I gonna be sitting here for a while in silence.
And she's gonna be blinking at you a while in smiley silence. Meanwhile,
Yes.
all the patrons' attentions for those that are still standing back are kind of shifting not toward Hunting Forest, not toward Pingwing, not toward Dur, but slowly kind of going over toward Night Vale.
Oh, he's
Oh
cursed.
god.
Dur's
Ah,
going to do a thing he does.
Mm-hmm.
The only thing he does, ever. And go around, see if anyone's eyes follow him, and if not, go listen in if anyone's talking.
None of the eyes seem to be following you now. Where are you by, and who are you listening to?
You'll probably go to this table, little-ish area, because there's the most people there. I think. Yes.
All right.
If they're talking to each other,
give me
talking
a
under their breath.
yeah. Give me a perception roll.
Check if that's right.
I think I know what's going on.
Also, what languages do you speak?
All of them. All of them.
Do you speak Sphinx?
One sec. Perception. Okay, that's correct. I do speak Sphinx eyes. Yep.
And you hear muttered conversations between the two that you're in between right now. As they kind of sit upon the chair, flicking their leonine tails and like moving their paws rather uncomfortably. Almost to the point where like you'd have to like dodge around them a little bit, but you're stealthy enough to be able to kind of just and dodge them around a little bit. They seem to be kind of really muttering to each other. The same sort of things that Gyro had heard up front, which is it is unfortunate that they have to bring somebody so evil so close to the festival. And another one just kind of pipes in. Yes, I have to agree. It is quite a shame. You know, if I was that person, if I was in charge, I would say, put them up into the Colosseum just for the fun of seeing them lose. And they kind of give to a chuckle to each other. Oh, they would lose to the guild so hard, it would be rather embarrassing if you ask me. But that's just the casual conversation they're having.
Mm-hmm. And Dur noticed that everyone's looking to Night Vale now, pretty much, right?
They're like muttering, and yeah, they're kind of looking over toward Night Vale's table right now.
Curious.
And Dur, of course, being where you are, you hear once again the bartend saying shame on you to Gyro.
Mm-hmm. Yep, but he'll keep listening until Gyro comes back, so everyone else is doing something.
And you guys, poking your thoughts. What are you guys doing?
I'm gonna take a seat over here.
Ooh, nice spot. Pingwing will join you, but on the other side. And Zakir as well. Bonk, bonk.
Have you noticed that everyone's looking at our bat?
And Pingwing just kind of twiddles his claws a little bit. Yes, what did he do? I wonder what he did.
I have a bit of a theory. He was the only one here who died. And this place has a lot to do with death and stuff like that. You think that might have done anything with it?
And he seems to be thinking as if he's rolling a knowledge local. He kind of he scratches his head just a little bit. Well, I mean, if I had to guess, that would probably be something similar to what might be going on. And he thinks, well, there isn't really much of a religious affiliation with much here necessarily. This is just one of the only places I know in the desert where you can really stop and get something to drink. So a lot of people stop here, and they get a lot of it is visitors that go toward Wati. And he kind of like thinks he looks a little proud of his innate knowledge of cities. I'm sorry.
Hmm.
Gyro and Dur.
Yeah.
You guys are
Yeah.
over there. What are you guys doing? And also
Well-
Paolo.
I was going to make my way back to the group, but I wonder if I've noticed that they're all staring yet.
Yeah, if you turn around, you will. There you go. I like the slow turnaround there. It was like,
So apparently Control has a much finer grain turnaround than Shift
That's
when
fun.
you do this scroll wheel.
Yeah.
And I didn't know that. So I'm just gonna blink and this goes. It's gonna turn back to the bartender and be, wait, do you mean him in specifically? He says, gesturing over his shoulder at Aloe
And she
or
think-
Night Vale.
She thinks for a minute. And kind of looks over toward Night Vale, and her paw kind of comes over the place in her apron where that the necklace kind of resides. Yes, and the fact that you hold such company is not a good look on you either, Mr. Inventor.
I see. He did die, and we had to bring him back to life.
And she squints a little bit. Yes, many adventurers do that. You cheat death all of the time.
Well, that's the only odd thing that happened with him. He shrugs his shoulders and he's gonna walk. Can I just give me something local, please? Drink wise.
And she points to the what was I gonna say? She points to the menu, and which is of course written in Sinks, but being able to read that, you're able to see. Well, if you're looking for a meal that is more local, we have the mutton pie and a glass of whiskey, some bear soup and a glass of wine, some beetroot burgers with peaches and a glass of wine as well for the less meaty folks. And she gives kind of a scowl to the pony table back over there in the corner.
Yeah, I'll take the first, I guess.
Very well. 4 silver pieces.
All right, I'm gonna toss them to her. Well, actually, set them down gently on the table.
And she goes. I'm sorry.
Said I'm gonna respectfully just set them down on the table instead of handing them to her, letting her take them at her leisure.
And she nods and you set them down. And goes over toward a pot over here and starts putting together the ingredients before bringing them back, collecting the coins, and setting the dish on the table.
Cool. Well, I'm gonna take this
A
and
word
go
of
back.
advice to you before you leave.
Yes.
Be wary of the company you keep, for they do not have the best intentions for you, I am guessing.
Yeah, I'm not fond of that one myself.
Ah,
Speaking of racism, Nightvale, what are you doing?
I'm doing a small talk with her, and I'm gonna just do a perception because I should be seeing that everyone's staring at.
Yeah, go for it. Yeah, it's pretty easy to see. Like, people are like looking at you now and just kind of muttering, and occasionally they'll point back toward the other party that are sitting at the table up in the corner, but like only as like and he was traveling with them sort of way. Like, they're just like not really. You're just part of the address, like part of the party. They're all definitely looking at you and talking, and in the brief time that you were standing over there before you moved over to the table, there were some occasional mentions of and my necklace was vibrating and I felt it deep in my soul. Like, it's kind of like what they were saying.
So
least
this
I
is
swear
what
it
it
was.
feels. So this is what it feels like to be a zebra.
God.
And she blinks a little bit.
This is why you have darkness in your heart.
Something, be wary of the company you keep.
All right, so we should ditch Night Vale. Okay, that's an easy fix.
There you go. Lined it just a bit better. Still kind of off, but whatever.
Jord chirp up, suddenly appearing in the group, and go, yeah, they don't like him. I wonder if that one ring was cursed or anything. Probably was.
What kind of small talk are you making with Miss Blue Pone over here?
About family.
And she thinks. Family. Definition. You looking for the textbook?
No, I want you to tell me about your family.
What do you want to know? She smiles.
Tell me about your sister.
Oh, yes, my sister. She nods. She...
Does she have a boyfriend?
She is blue, like me, because she's my twin. She nods. She doesn't like the color pink, though. She gives me some trouble for this, and she points toward her pink hoodie. I don't know what her favorite color is. Maybe I should get her a hoodie like that. I don't know. I'll ask her when I see her.
Yeah, why next year?
What was that?
Why next year?
Oh, we only see each other once a year.
Oh,
In fact, I wonder if she's going to the festival this year. And she thinks a little bit.
she did.
No, not that one. And she kind of like hoof waves your hand. Like hoof waves just a little bit. No, not that one. The other one. And she smiles.
Which one?
And she turns briefly pink as if she'd realized something, and then continues on. The one in Wati. That's the one.
I gonna sense motive.
Go for it. Her motive is she seems to be carrying the tone of voice just there briefly, that she said something that she realized just didn't make sense, and was just like trying to cover it up by keeping talking.
I do.
So,
He's just gonna nod.
Yeah, all these guys are still kind of staring at you from over the way.
that doesn't work.
How does the slash me and stuff like that work?
Apparently not.
What are you guys in the corner there doing then?
It's /IC slash emote.
Oh my god.
/IC for in character /OOC /emote for emotes. Which is dumb. Just make it /me.
Yeah.
I wonder if /m works.
/n.
Oh, EM. Which it does.
Pretty cool.
Camera keeps on moving while I'm doing things.
yeah.
I'm sure there's a setting for that.
Maybe.
Anyway, we should probably just, well, first of all, figure out what the fuck Nightshine did to make him evil.
Who's Nightshine?
Night Vale. Within the small talk of your conversation, I will point out that she's going on about how nice the people are and things like that here, and how she got like a blue rose the other day, and it's very cute.
Oh,
Yeah, she's just generally just having a good time being here. Is what I'm getting at.
I'm happy for her.
Does anyone actually have detect evil?
Hunting Forest could probably prepare it one day.
Why would I be able to?
Oh, wait, no, sorry. I don't know why I thought you were a ranger.
I am a ranger.
Wait, so you should get access to divine spells.
I'm a skirmisher ranger. I don't do magic.
Hmm.
Well, I've actually never been here before, and it's really cool to see so many people. Look, they even have the necklaces, and he points toward like one of them. And Pigling just seems to be just kind of casually talking about the stuff. Normally they don't wear these all the time, but I guess they are because it's a special occasion. I've always wanted to know where they got the little gem inside from, and he kind of smiles. But obviously I think that might be a little culturally insensitive if I asked to tear apart their necklace, so I probably won't do that, or they might beat me up.
Well, I don't care, so I'm going to do it.
No.
Hey, you.
We can just buy a necklace. Oh my gosh.
Where'd you get the necklace?
And he turns around like as if like you caught his attention because he wasn't paying attention really to you for the most part. This one? He points toward his necklace.
Yeah.
Well, I've gotten it from my parents.
And where did they get it from?
He gives a squint. Why do I have to answer to you?
Because I'm a big scary dragon, that's why.
I thought you were
sassy
a
cat.
diplomatic.
You don't see me telling you to give me your possessions, now do you? Clutches it. Nor where they came from. Adventurers. Ugh. And he turns toward his pal. I knew they were a bad bunch.
You are not painting us in any better of a light, Hunting.
Also, you're not a big scary dragon. You're just a big horse.
Yeah. You're a horse right now. You should change your size. Your token
No.
size.
No, if I was in my pony form, I would be a medium.
Exactly.
You could actually set on your sheet, if you change it to medium size, it automatically changes you to a medium size.
Okay.
That's a module that needs to exist as rollable tables for different tokens. That'd be pretty cool.
Oh, that's not going to be done through rollable tables. That's just going to be done through macro.
Well, okay, yeah, it's like a nice interface other than a macro would be nice, is what I'm getting at. I.e. a module. Something to add on to character sheets in terms of the token stuff or whatever, you know? Pingwing looks like he's like about to bury his head in the underneath of the table. Just, oh no. He's rather embarrassed. No. Shakes his head.
Try to ask a simple question.
Zakira gives you a squint. Well, it didn't exactly sound like asking, you know.
Fine, you want to do it? Go right ahead.
Alright, give me 1 second. And she goes off. She briefly steps out of the door. Is there a GM's lair? Just curiously, I actually didn't even think
No,
about that.
there is not a GM's lair. What you can do is right-click on a token and hide them.
Ooh, how do you do that? That's cool.
There you go.
That's cool. Okay, cool.
Yeah, but there's no technical GM lair, but you can hide anything on and off, so it's like a pseudo GM lair. The nice thing is you don't have to like change layers to mess with things.
And a few moments later, well, what seems to be about a minute later, the Sphinx walks in. And the Sphinx, seemingly having a necklace of their own, looks toward Nightvale as well. Gives a small scowl. And goes to sit at the table here. And you guys hear from the other table, ugh, the nerve of some people. And the one that The one that was talking briefly to Hunting Forest just says, "Oh, I know, right? They come in here, they are so rude, and they bring about this great evil with him. Got to love it." And he shakes his head. And so close there's a festival. And the Sphinx that had just recently walked in, she kind of looks back toward Nightdale a little bit and back toward her compatriots. Well, you know, that's just how the, and she thinks a moment. The adventuring types think, yes? And the third one that there, who seems kind of quiet, just kind of lowly just says, "Oh no, it is not the adventuring types that do this kind of thing. It is, well, really, I think everybody is just." He kind of thinks a little bit, but he doesn't really finish his own sentence. The new Sphinx that had walked in kind of leans over the table. And she perks up in the ear, like, "Go on." And at this point, I'm going to need a perception check if you guys are just listening from the other table.
Alright.
Of course. Gyro is not above eavesdropping. For me,
I will give you 2 checks.
Go for it.
For me, for familiar.
You'll get a bit closer also.
Alright. Eavesdropping, you need at least a 25, so it looks like Gyro made the check. Hunting Forest, you did not. Gyro did not. Or Gyro's familiar, rather. You did a stealth check and then a perception, but you're obviously sneaking forward. Where are you sneaking? That check. Do you also have the hide in plain sight feat? I'm just curious.
No, I do not.
Alright.
But technically, if I stuff under this table and move under this table, I'm still in stealth and hidden.
Alright. I'll accept that. You do that with that stealth and that perception. And I guess Gyro in this context. I don't think anybody else made that check high enough.
No.
You guys kind of hear more whispered and hushed away. Well, there seems to have been some recent mishaps with what was her name? I don't know her name, but she is one of the locals. One missing once a few new folk came in. No one has seen hide nor hair of her, and you know. And he looks toward Night Vale. Best not to keep the evil types in the town for long. It might raise some eyebrows, especially if another goes missing. And that's kind of like what you guys hear is the the new Sphinx who had walked in, just kind of says, "Oh, well, I will go. I will keep my wits about me," she says, flicking up her ears a little bit. And then she kind of thinks a little bit, holds up a hand, or rather a paw to like shake, and he blinks. "What are you doing?" "Nothing, never mind." And she pulls back her the paw a little bit. The other Sphinx kind of tilts his head a little bit at the sudden accent change, and she just doesn't address it and walks off again.
Almost blew her cover. Gosh.
And she comes in.
This map keeps flickering.
What?
The map keeps flickering occasionally for me. It's weird.
As a total, or what?
Yeah, the whole map.
Just
Problem for anybody else?
No.
Once every 45 seconds, a minute, and it's just very brief. It's weird. I don't know.
Well, she comes back in and kind of scoots in and sits back down. She seems to have like a fruit in her hoof, as if she'd gone out and got something. She sits down and loud enough for you guys, for the other table to hear. "All right, I got this. Who wanted it?" And she kind of leans in more quietly. You know how awkward it is not knowing what these people like. They don't clop hooves or whatever. Like she's just like,
Yeah. Yeah, I saw that. It's a good thing you made an escape at that point. That Pharaoh begins to laugh. Not boisterously, just sort of chuckling.
Dur, you have snuck back under the table, nimbly going around Zakira's foes, Gyla's paws, all the. It's a lovely table, and you come up toward the top again. Dunk.
Chirp.
So what did you find out?
So we should figure out who this missing person is, shouldn't we? I say before Zakira can even broach the subject.
And she thinks a little bit. Well, yes, I think that'd be a good start.
Missing person?
Or Sphinx, I think. Isn't that what they said?
Well, yeah. You made your check earlier, yeah. And they said, yeah, they said it was a missing person. There's one of the locals.
And what does that have to do with our bat?
Well, they think he's the reason.
Well, they don't really...
He brought evil in or something.
And Zakira just kind of like squints a little bit. No, they don't think he's the reason. They think that he might be the cause of another. You cough. Briefly, you see the blue pony across the way smile and offer you a little bit of water.
Oh, he didn't cough.
Water.
He coughed.
Nightfell didn't cough.
He coughed.
No, Working Title did.
Or Working Title did, yes.
Why? Why?
Why what?
That's the wrong one.
You have to make sure you're selected, not Working Title.
Yeah, you have to select the one that you are.
He's not even ain't here.
Yeah, that is kind of weird, isn't it? Oh, it's because your token name is Working Title for some reason.
Oh.
There you go. Now it's updated.
Thank you.
Yeah, I got you. That's kind of funny, though. But yeah, she just hands you some water, you continue chatting. What are you doing over there, otherwise, Mr.
Is it really 3 a.m. right now?
I kind of have the, when it's green, the time's just kind of going on. I'm just letting time go on.
Okay, but is it 3 a.m.?
Yep, well, this should be, 3 p.m., my bad.
Okay. I'm going to ask her if she wants to do something later tonight.
First off, give me a charisma roll, you.
And here I thought you were after Zakira. Even though that ship has sailed.
I am after... what's his name?
He's after Damien.
Damien, yes.
Oh boy.
That's
a good charisma check.
And she smiles still, and then tilts her head. Well, I am.
I think we should be friends.
Yay.
She just smiles and says, I am doing something tonight.
Oh. I forgot the question I asked.
And she thinks, well, let me know when you remember it again.
No, that was in character, but that was out of character.
Oh.
And now I'm gonna sing character. Mind if I join you?
And she thinks, she opens up her book and she looks in it. Nope. And she says that kind of like weirdly. Yeah. And she puts it back in her bag.
Okay.
No offense.
None taken. Says he, offended.
And she holds out her hoof in a bro hoofy way.
Bro hoof. Goof goof.
You do so.
He just got dumped.
He deserved it.
No, it didn't.
The moment you bro hoof, a couple of the patrons just kind of whisper a little like, how could she kind of deal, like, and she herself kind of gets up. What are you doing, Nightbill?
Is she leaving?
She looks like she's gonna do something different.
Then I'm gonna go sit with my friends.
I was like, "Where's your friends?"
Yeah. There's no room at this table, I'm afraid.
There is some other tables toward the upper right there.
Yeah. There's no room at this table.
I can take this stool.
If
no,
Nightveil's gonna come over here, I'm gonna get up from my spot. I'm gonna say to Zakira, perhaps we should find a different table.
I want to point out really quickly that as Nightveil is going over toward your guys' table, briefly and kind of looking, like judging by the crowd's reactions to her bro-hoofing Mr. Nightveil, she kind of like looks left, looks right. She wipes her hoof on the table in front of them and kind of like gives them a wink, and they go, "Oh, okay." And walks this way.
Did I see that?
No, she was doing it when just intentionally when you weren't like when you were
How
walking
dare
away.
you, Mimli?
Zakira, to your statements, Gyro, looks towards you, and just, well, I kind of need to roll sense motive for. I know what you're trying to imply, and that is a sense motive on her part. And she, you're perked up. Huh? What? Oh. And she says, yes. Mm-hmm. She's gonna follow you now.
Gyro's gonna take his food and drink and come over here.
But don't just leave me here.
What?
Gonna call this session lunch tables. You're not allowed at our lunch table. And then there was only and then there was only 2 at the table.
Hi there.
Dur leaps below the table.
No, he doesn't.
Aw.
But he will shrug.
I thought we were just moving here because there's actually a stool here.
No.
Sorry, Nightveil. Everyone thinks you're evil. That's why they're all avoiding you. And
But
everyone's looking at you.
But if we want to be able to figure out what's going on here, we should probably best work out, or we should get in better with the locals, rather.
However, that stealth was to hide from everyone else.
He's still sad.
You're just under a mug.
At least
Arbitrarily
at least Pingwing like left his drink up here on the table. Well, he didn't really get one to begin with, but there's a drink there.
Yeah, Nightveil, that's why.
We should probably figure out why he's listed as evil, other than, well, I mean, besides the obvious that he's a jerk.
I mean, it has something to do with their silly stones.
Yeah, I'm just trying to. I don't understand why the stones ping him as evil.
Well, maybe if I could get my hoof on my talon on one of them, I could examine it, and see what's going on.
I was trying to get one, but everyone.
You went about it entirely the wrong way. Perhaps though, if we leave those 2 here for a bit, maybe you guys could stay with him just in case, just so he doesn't get into trouble. And then Zakira and I can go about and
You
maybe
just want
find out
date.
what's going on. No, I think Zakira's ability to transform and my charm, plus my ability to actually
And she nudges
analyze
you.
things,
Keep your voice down, would you?
I think my ability to analyze things might yield better results than anything you can do.
And why not bring Penguin along?
Because he can keep the other out of trouble.
Aha. And how is Penguin gonna keep Knight trouble?
Fine.
Don't look
Pink
at
can
me.
come with too.
I'm no one's babysitter. Oh my gosh, please don't make me do this.
Fine, Ping, you can come with too. I don't really care. It's not like we're going on a date or anything.
No. And he shakes his head. Shake. No,
Well-
no, I think we should just go. I don't like this place. I don't think they like me. It's a win-win, really.
No, we gotta help them.
I don't think they want our help.
I don't care about them. It's just I don't want this to happen in Wati.
Yeah, that too. The bartender definitely implied that they didn't like us going to Wati specifically. And we should get this cleared up first. I was gonna finish his meal, down his whiskey, gonna hop out, and then he's gonna turn to Zakira.
Mm-hmm.
You coming?
Where?
I don't know. Maybe we can find one in a shop or something.
You... She face hoofs. You have a one-track mind, don't you? She's like shakes. She's like disappointed. Like
What?
they're
I'm
not
trying
gonna let us in if they think that we're just a bunch of bad folk.
Exactly. That's why we're not going with him.
Oh, okay, but like a lot of the other town just saw us coming in with him.
If you want to shop, just get a list for the one that can change forms.
I have a potion of disguise self.
Well, you better use it.
Okay. But probably not in front of them.
And she gives you a deadpan look, like obviously, like, and like raises an eyebrow. Is there? She like holds her tongue for a moment. No, that's too mean.
What?
Don't worry
What?
about it.
Oh, come on.
She like smiles to herself with like the toxic thought that came to her mind. No, it's really mean.
I want to hear this now.
I want to hear it still.
And she blushes a little bit. I was about to say, there must be a plane of stupid that exists with that comment.
Wow.
I told you it was mean. Shut up.
I like you.
And she follows you out. All the way down the way.
Unfortunately, I think my potion only lasts 10 minutes per level, and it's a level 3 potion?
Mm-hmm.
So
30 minutes.
that is 30 minutes. Let me see what it is. I'm in a alchemical allocation it, of course. So alchemical allocation. And this is once we're outside, mind you.
Mhm.
And then consumables.
Zakira would bring you to the plate, like the little back place that she changed her own form from.
Okay. Oh, wow. Actually, it's only 10 minutes. Disguise Self's a level 1 spell. We should be fast.
Just potion. Well, I guess yeah. It's,
Actually, no, it's a potion of disguise other, because disguise self can exist in potion form. I think.
Meanly gave us a potion of Disguise Self, so...
Yeah, but it's actually disguise other.
Yeah.
Is that slightly better?
It's a level 2 spell.
Yeah.
Oh, that would give us 30 minutes.
Yep. I learn new Pathfinder rules every day too. Don't worry.
Self
I
stuff
mean-
just doesn't. But you got
Yeah.
that out of a pre-made pack, so.
I mean, I knew that Disguise Self wasn't a valid one, but I thought Meanly was like, well, it's Disguise Self anyways. Who cares? Because as a GM, he is allowed to do that.
It does strike me as
Cool.
odd that that really isn't a potionable thing.
Well, it's because it's a personal spell.
I suppose, yeah.
And personal spells have some, let's say, broken effects. If you could potion them. Alright.
Alright. And you go that way. Nightvale, what are you doing with Durr? Put him
Oh
down.
God. What is he doing with me?
I'm sick.
Hmm.
Uh-oh.
Now, you should be able to move individual players to different maps.
Yep. I'm aware. But I'm not gonna do that right now because also, like, it just takes so much time to flip back and forth between players. I'm wondering what these guys are doing first before we move on to you.
Okay. In that case, I'll be right back.
What are you guys
Oh,
doing?
let's take a 5 minutes.
5 minutes?
I'll be right back.
Alright, 5 minutes then. To the
I'll be
tavern!
back.
Uh-oh. I don't hear anything.
Oh,
Oh, there we go. I didn't hear... Dura, for some reason I can't hear you switching calls. It just doesn't show up on my end. It's kind of funny. Discord doesn't do that for me anymore, for some reason.
Doesn't
it's
do
'cause
what?
it's because I'm in streamer mode. Ah, duh, okay. That's pretty nifty, I suppose. Whew.
What I need to figure out is why my confidence bonus to charisma checks is not applying properly for my circular persuasion to my skills. Everything I can see looks like it should be set right in the item. It just doesn't.
Hello?
Hello?
You guys take a 5 or something?
Yep, we're taking a 5.
No, Palo is. He's
No.
not here.
Palo's still playing.
Hello, somebody add him.
No, he's gone.
What?
What do you mean? Oh, do you guys like the new art?
I did see that. That was really cute.
Yeah, look at her go. She's gonna commit murder.
Murder's bad.
But it's fun, and she only murders evil people, so it's okay.
Hmm.
I did not get to see this till now. That's cool.
Who's the artist?
It's Bumblebun.
Ooh.
Same person who did the Dusty pick I use as my icon. Well, not this one, but my D&D icon.
My Docky is coming along fantastically.
Soon, everyone can snuggle a gyro.
Indeed.
I
Same
kind of
art
wish
as-
that you could drag an item in and it would go into your weapon area. That would be nice.
What are you looking for?
I was just saying, when you drag an item into your sheet, it doesn't make a weapon for it.
Oh, but you can make a weapon from the item. If you click on your inventory, your weapon, open up the little dialogue, and under details, there's a create attack.
Oh, okay, cool. I will do that.
So, Gyro, do you have any idea why I can't get an ability check modifier to work correctly? Because what I have is a +3 for ability check, charisma check, and it's a competence bonus. But for the actual skills, it doesn't have the increase.
Let me log in as you.
No, don't.
Too bad. I know your password.
Damn you.
Gyro, why do you paste that 4 times?
Huh? I didn't.
It's all alts.
Yes, I get 4 versions of my Docky.
Oh. Are you getting a Docky for your birthday?
Probably not.
No. Also,
Okay.
I got this. I entered this commission queue last January.
Alright. Who is this?
This is Mulberry Tart Horse, also known as what's their...
yeah, I know Mulberry.
Yeah, okay.
I'm in her server.
Ah. Well, this is
Also,
Mulberry.
I feel like less people know of her safe for work alt.
I forget what the name of her safe for work alt is.
Mulberry Tart. Oh, I know her.
Name.
Wait. How do I...
Oh, whoops.
Okay, there we are. Let's connect as... Oh, Dur is
My bad.
accessible.
My bad.
Inaccessible. Wait, does that not work? Control-
Dur's already signed in, so you can't sign in as another person.
No, he can break
Yes,
it.
I can.
It's a client-side check.
Oh, okay. Hey, the more you know.
Yep, so I can just change it to, it as a disabled, and I can just remove disabled.
It's a for convenience, they're not on the list, but
Man,
Yeah.
I wish I could remove disabled.
I have
Wow,
removed stable
that's
device.
What?
That's ableist.
Yeah.
No, that's disableist.
Oh my
Base.
god, double volume on everything now.
Good. Suffer.
I was gonna say, are my attacks right? That I don't know. I have like
Let's
3
take a
plus
look
1.
at your character sheet.
It's the inventory circle of persuasion.
Okay.
That.
Inventory, armor equipment, circle of persuasion, edit, details, wondrous items, equipped, head slot, changes, +3, ability check. It's not a ability check. Circlet of Persuade. Wait, actually, hold on. Circlet of Persuasion's not a headband of. Let me see exactly what a Circlet of Persuasion is.
Circle of Persuasion is, as I copied the description, gives a...
+3 competence on charisma-based checks. Okay,
Yeah, that should be right. Okay.
neat. Changes. I imagine it's because you had a plus.
Nope.
No?
Go and check skills. Stuff like bluff should be 10. Hello's back.
Well, you say that. Have you actually rolled bluff?
Yes.
Okay, yeah, it is +7. Charisma.
But is Paolo back?
You should
Paolo.
give your Circlet of Persuasion a thingy. Free.
It doesn't need one.
It does. Slot 10. Oh, hold on. Equipment usage. Passive. Target. Doesn't matter. Permanent duration. See if that is it.
You guys getting it?
That did not increase your buff.
Well, we can ask. We can figure it out later.
It's all good. I just wondered.
Oh wait, should it be? Is it charisma-based checks? Oh! I think I know why. Because you have to set both charisma-based skill checks and charisma-based charisma checks. Betcha this works.
Huh. Okay.
Ability checks. Betcha this works.
Probably will.
Where's competence? Competent. There it is. Ooh. All right. Close. Now, let's see. And there's your competence bonus on charisma. There you go.
Shall we go and
Go back to
Back
the
to
game.
game
Is
chat?
everybody here?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Hello?
you just
I
didn't
have
have it
cake.
figured right, Dur.
He does have cake.
Oh, happy birthday, Paolo.
It's not my birthday, you
Happy
bitch.
birthday,
Happy birthday, Paolo.
Happy birthday,
birthday,
Paolo.
Happy Santa Milos.
Also, happy birthday, Memely.
Happy birthday, Emily.
Ah, jeez, Boots. I can't express to you how much this means to me, Boots. It means so much. Alright, well let's head back.
Emily isn't here. What should we do?
You guys left without me, and I was just like
Yeah.
saying, "Ah, yeah, let's head back." I was just talking, I'll just do my thing. Don't worry about me. Well, I'm gonna go grab some really. Oh no, I have water. Come on. I have water. Don't worry about it. I think we're good to continue. So, Dur and Night Vale, what are you guys doing? Dur and Night Vale,
After I don't cry, I'm gonna fly off.
where are you flying off to? Also, is Dur going with you?
Sure, will surveillance him. Keep an eye out.
All right, you're on Night Vale suicide watch.
I'll make sure to do it for him. Don't worry.
Okay.
It's all over his
Not
shoes.
suicide, it's homicide at that point.
Yes.
No.
Alright, everybody else in the tavern, what are you guys doing?
That is a good question. It's just me and our Pingwing now.
And yeah, and he's like definitely not going to suggest to you to do something. You ever hear the one about the chicken and the road?
Yeah, I'm out of here.
Oh, okay.
Don't you want to help Pingwing be cool?
No.
I don't think that's I don't think Hunting Forest signed up for that job. All right, you do so. So I guess I can move you guys back to this map right here. Let's see.
I'm gonna check out that fighting arena.
I'm gonna change into a really cute Sphinx girl.
How
They're
many
pretty
ways
nice.
can we split the party?
3.
Yeah, all the ways.
No, it's more than 3. It's 4.
4 if you count Penguin.
Pingwing's just gonna be here. Zakira, bless her, is not hostile. She's friendly. There we go. You guys would eventually find the bathhouse to be up here. And then she'd show you around like a secret place that you guys can both change and then go around. Okay, quick. I'll get you guys in there. Hunting Forest, you're somewhere. Night Vale.
I'm
you're also
gonna go to
somewhere
the
with-
fighting arena.
Wait, did she say this was a bathhouse?
Yep.
We should take a bath first.
Duh.
Oh, good. Okay.
She's saying hurry because you have a limit on the amount of time that you're allowed to stay like you are.
Oh. Yeah, I mean, we're not... Yes, okay.
What is
After I drank the potion, I wasn't sure which order of operations things were.
Oh, okay. I thought you were implying that she was just gonna like she was just like, okay, quick, right here, right now, let's do this.
Yeah.
Oh. Whoa, no.
Okay,
No.
that guy was just. That's funny. Okay, yeah, no, she meant like you only got a limited amount of time with the potion.
Yes. Okay. I'm not gonna spend very long here then. And I become a cute Sphinx girl.
Cute Sphinx girl. What is your cute Sphinx girl name?
Uh
Jairi?
I don't know what a Sphinx name is.
Avali.
I'm gonna Huh?
I said Avali, that sounds sphinxy.
Sure. We'll go with Luvashi. There we are.
I like that one.
That's my Avali's name.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. Alright. And you are
I
over
look
the
good like this,
Colosseum.
don't I?
What?
I said I look good like this, don't I?
Yes.
You don't sound very confident.
Oh, are you asking me or the... You gotta specify sometimes.
It's Akira.
And she, blinks once you guys said, well, are you guys... She puts forth the silver pieces for the bath, firstly. And smiles a little bit and just says, yeah, it's too bad I don't swing that way. And she, gives a shrug.
You can fuck your dick later.
But she, does relax and has a fun time in the bath. How do you move
All right.
individual people to different maps? I'm just curious.
I think you drag their circles up the top, but I'm not sure.
It doesn't work.
I know
for
you-
me.
Yeah, it drags the entire thing.
Hmm.
Oh, I'm on the map now, so.
Oh.
This is not one I know yet.
Oh, hang on. I
I
can
haven't had to.
right-click your name and pull
Yeah.
the scene. Yeah, there you go.
Oh, there you go.
You're flying over the arena, so this is what it looks like.
I cannot see.
Ah, shit. Hang on.
Lighting.
Getting used to
You
it.
are good at this lighting thing.
I'm,
It's the curse.
I'm getting there. Don't worry.
I'm just teasing.
There you are. You should be able to see. Maybe?
Nope.
Oh, hang on. I got this.
This guy's.
Boom.
Ah, there we go. Are there any fights going on?
Nope.
Oh, that's lame.
You just said you wanted to go see the arena. There's no active fights going on in here. All these seats seem to be under those like red tarps that you see from the outside from before. There does seem to be, however, kind of like one or two sphinxes who are in there, seemingly chatting away, getting it all cleaned up. And a couple of them seem to be putting up some posters, and one of them hanging up a flag over there seems to put one up. It just says the Rumble Foxes.
I will fly over to them and
You
take a look
drive,
at them.
You fly down and thud, bonk, kind of face plant, take a little bit of damage as you run into what seems to be sort of field around the thing. At least around the top. 6 points.
Oh, okay.
It's
How rude.
It's the same kind of general field that you found at Blakeburn over the what is it? Over the guild's houses. It just kind of runs in, thunk. A couple of them like look up, and they point and laugh.
Silly outsiders.
Yeah, they have to keep in the dangerous things in here somehow.
How do you... trying to adjust my health and it just changed it to 10.
Did you do -6?
I tried and it didn't work.
Is your health 16?
No, it was 70 and now it's 10.
I can't believe it. They messed up their macro. Can't believe it.
What was it at?
It was at 70, and
Oh.
alright, how do you do the health thing here?
Just on your bar, you can mess with it. You can either put in a direct figure or a plus and minus if you click on your token.
No, where the fuck is my token, actually?
There's no token on the map right now.
Oh, then you can do it within your character sheet too.
I don't think any minus things work there, because...
Yeah, character sheet's not smart.
Fine, I'll do it manually.
It expects you to have a token if you're taking damage.
But Thud, you face planted to the thing.
Arrgh. Alright, so... sorry, I'm just kind of confused on how I fucked up Landon.
Well, I mean, the thing itself, like the field itself, isn't like visible. It's just like I said, it's the same type of field that was on the other
Oh, okay, it's bullshit magic field, okay.
yeah, it's just like a big like field of force, similar to what was on the outside of the Bannermains' guild houses that Night Vale kept
really
jumping on and causing problems on early on.
Yeah, okay, I will get off that and fly around where I think the barrier's over, or ended.
It's like, well, it's a dome. It goes all the way to the end. It's not just like a flat one, so you start going around, boom, 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 and then you'd have to fly at some point because it just angles down too much to where it's like going straight down the wall until it beats with it.
Drag my claws in and like a cat's slide down.
A couple guards are kind of like looking up. They just kind of shout, "Hey, get sounds from there!"
That's what I'm doing. Hate these fucking magic bubbles. You should really put like something in there to let people know that they're there.
Well, normally we do not have people that try to get in there. Especially when there's no fights going on.
What about people who just fly over?
And they look at you a little bit. Well, you were trying to fly in. The zone does not go very high. For reference, the actual top of the dome that you'd run into is like just like at least 5-10 feet over where those fluttering tops of the Coliseum are. It's not like it goes way up high to where like you'd run into it just casually flying.
Sorry, like dome is like for me like a big round thing. So I'm just thinking like.
He's thinking the Simpsons movie.
Yeah, exactly.
Just put a whole dome over Springfield. That movie was so dumb. Alright, Night Vale and Dur. Here, you guys are fluttering off.
I'm gonna fly up, and I see a castle.
You do!
I'm going there.
Fly.
Oh, you fool.
The doors over here seem open with the actual entrance to the place.
I'm gonna fly over.
Alright. And you do so.
Oh, there's no magical wall? Oh, nice.
He doesn't get a magical wall. I see how it is.
I'm gonna land near some people. If I see people to land near.
There are some very fancy looking religious folk around, certainly. Where are you
Drew's just
hiding?
following. He's following.
Yes, where are you hiding?
I assume this castle has some stone walls or something. He's gonna perch on there where the stones kind of offset a bit.
All right. Really quickly, how do you not snap? So like, if I'm placing like a light source or something, and I don't want it to snap to the grid.
Control or Shift or Alt. Hold one of the modifiers. I don't know which one.
I'm doing. I did all 3 of those. None of them worked.
Then, let's see. Let me open my tab. It is.
Shift. Well, should be Shift, drag, and drop according to the move placeable object controls.
Doesn't work with
Yeah, it works with light sources just fine. You hold Shift and click.
Oh, yeah, actually, it works for me also.
Yeah.
Doesn't work for
Hold
me.
Shift, then move.
Yes. You have to hold Shift first.
Yeah, I guess I can move it after the fact, but I can't do it like while I do the thing.
I can. I can drop it arbitrarily if I'm holding Shift and just click.
I can't. It doesn't let me.
Could be a module I have installed too, to be fair.
I mean, I only
Oh,
installed, like,
actually, it's not letting me drop arbitrarily, come to think of it. It is snapping just very barely. It snaps to the center and the corners.
Yeah. I was gonna say, like, it shouldn't be a module. It's not like I installed a lot of modules.
No, well, I install a lot of modules. I'm messing with mine right now
Oh, gotcha.
to try and answer. Oh, actually, if you go to walls, force snap to grid might be... Oh, no, that was disabled already for me, so no, that's not it. Yeah, you just have to do it after the fact, I'm afraid.
Okay. Oh, hang on, I gotta reload this. I'll put your tokens on here. I fail. I'm getting the hang of this, don't you worry. And here.
I worry.
Yeah.
I worry about what he's going to throw against us now that the party's split.
And don't you worry your pretty little head, huh? Now, give me a
Very pretty.
give me a
I'll point
perception.
out,
What's up?
there's no light on this map.
Yes. I'm aware. It's because the inner of the map is lit, but I suppose, do you guys have vision?
I don't think I on the map.
I can see my
I can't see
square.
it.
I guess I gotta put the daylight here.
I can see.
Yeah, daylight.
This place looks smaller than it appeared.
Something bigger on the inside?
Bigger on the outside.
That's slightly obscuring, huh?
I'm just placing things, don't mind me.
What?
Said I'm a bit UV at these light sources here.
Shut up. You broke it.
Hold on. Things are freezing for me. Gotta reload this.
Poor Sylveon.
Here we go. Where is it? There we go. Let me place some things there, I apologize. Almost done, I promise. Alright, so you guys flutter on over here. Feel free to give me a perception check.
I don't think you moved me.
Well, I mean, you fluttered in, like, toward the castle. Also, I can hear crunching.
Oh, I've been muted.
Hi, Dur.
Hi.
Alright, you guys roll your perception checks, and it's clear that as you guys kind of flutter down over to here, that this seems to be less of a castle and more of a temple. There seems to be some little bit of iconography on the outside. Some of those big, stereotypical Sphinx statue, like idolesque carvings of sphinxes in the sides of the walls. Some hieroglyphs around. Yeah, I mean, it seems to be open for the most part. The door's just closed right now. Open in the sense that, like, some of the other sphinxes that were milling about around.
I'm gonna try to open the door.
Go for it.
I,
Oh, sorry.
I'm going for it.
Sorry. Forgot to unpause the game. You're free to open the door. I'm not going to stop you.
Let me show you what I'm saying.
You can see what you're seeing by clicking on your token.
I'm watching.
I'm here. Am I supposed to be here? Because I not see any door.
Your stream's black for me.
Boo.
Just show a screen. Take a screenshot.
Control Win Shift S.
Or just Windows key Alt print screen.
Yeah.
What's that one do?
Or actually, no, you just do Alt print screen. Windows key. I was thinking something else.
You have vision and everything, pal.
I'm here.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I dragged it this way. Oh, I dragged this into this time. My bad.
It's starting to get a little wet, guys.
I need to drag Palo.
It's not too bad, though.
Yeah, I was questioning why, like, I was there in that map.
Well, nobody said anything, so I thought I got the right person.
I thought you did the right thing. I wasn't sure, like...
Ooh, it makes a noise.
I know, right? It's so cool. You go to try to open the door, and... Click, 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 click.
Does it not open?
Nope.
I gonna knock.
Knock, 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 knock.
Hello?
There's a brief moment. Your evil is not allowed in the temple.
Then can you come outside?
For what purpose?
I'm not evil. I think I need help.
That's what an evil person would say.
No, it's not.
Give me a diplomacy.
I'm opening it. Yay!
And there's a brief, like, scoffing before seems to be a secondary voice from behind the door. Gives the other, like, a little thud. Ashamed of you if you do not offer help to those who still seek it. Evil or not. Fine, fine. The door clicks open.
Here will
Now looking
tilt.
in, you don't seem to see anybody necessarily right away. Though a couple moments later, seemingly as if they had kind of invisibility placed upon them, a sphinx shows up in front of you.
He will tilt his head. Can I come in?
Yes. Don't try
Yay.
anything funny. She walks this way. Sir, what are you doing?
Following.
Remove your token.
I cannot move through walls. Let me try that again. There we go.
I was gonna say, as soon as you kind of get in, something behind a lot of you, the door kind of just closes. But now the actual place is somewhat well lit as you guys are kind of walking through. The door opens. And she kind of glares at you a little bit, Night Vale. Now, what do you need?
I need help. I'm thinking as evil for everyone in town.
She squints at you, and she starts kind of going around, like lifting up your wings and telling you to stay still so I can examine you. She does so, looking over your extremities, and generally, not noticing Dur. Something like you will be so evil. What have you done? What is your motive here?
I'm not evil, and I would like people to stop detecting me as evil.
Well, then you should probably change your intent of whatever you have to do. Was it you who took that poor little girl from our poor village? Where is she? Was it you?
I just got here in town. I don't know what you're talking about.
And she squints. Give me another diplomacy.
But I'm telling the truth.
Well, yeah, I didn't say bluff. I said diplomacy. And she squints. There is probably more than one accomplice, at least. I am still suspicious of you. She thinks a little bit. Well, if you seek help, what kind of help are you looking for?
Do you have a paladin that could check if I have an aura of evil on me?
And she like whips her robe just to the side a little bit. You see what seems to be a very nice glowing long sword at her side. You are looking at her.
Oh, nice. So I guess I do have this aura of evil on me.
Yes, and I do not like it. I do not
Neither
need this
do
damn
I.
necklace either to tell. And she holds up her necklace that she has on her neck.
How can one stop being evil, I guess?
And she starts kind of like walking around you judgmentally. Walk. Give me a reflex save, Dur. Walk.
But that's my worst save.
Bullshit. I've seen your other saves in the games.
Where the fuck is my reflex save? Double checking it's actually correct. Shockingly, it is. Oof.
Really?
You avoid those judgmental paws. Walk. Well, I have to know why you strike me as evil in the first place. That's where we'll start by fixing your attitude.
So I got revived. Maybe the deity that revived me was a evil.
Soft Whisper does not care whether or not you necessarily come back, so long as you were willing. Were you willing to do so?
This is out of character where I say that you didn't ask me.
Were you?
I mean, he tilts his head. I didn't want to die, so probably.
Yes. And she kind of thinks a little bit. Well, you were willing to come back, so there is that. There was good in the magic that had brought you back, at least by normal standards. And she squints a little bit. Do you tamper with the dead yourself?
Well, on the way here to town, me and my party pressed through a tomb, but if that was it, it shouldn't have affected only me.
You pressed into a tomb.
Well, yes.
And she squints.
I think it was something about 4 princesses.
She kind of closes her eyes. takes a deep breath. Why is it all of you adventuring types see these types of tombs and think you could go around just milling about them as if they have no proper meaning?
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to mess with anything, but
Alright.
my alchemist did, and I had to save him from mummies.
And give me a diplomacy check.
Let me open up again.
And who is this? And it puts up like air quotes. Alchemist you speak of.
He's a very smug bird.
Gyro,
Wow.
Gyro within the bath, your ears tingle.
I feel shade being thrown my way.
Well, and she gives a shrug. Wouldn't be the first time. And Nightveil, she kind of thinks a little bit. Well, maybe it is the company you keep that is having an influence on these rash actions of yours. Perhaps you should find some different.
Maybe I should, but I don't really have that many friends in this town, and I kind of have things I have to finish.
Like that.
There was this one guy that caused a lot of despair to his father, and I want to know why.
And who is this guy?
Well, he's a shapeshifter, Pegasus, I think. I think he's a Pegasus. He has wings, I think.
And she squints. Man. I could fit a description of a lot of folk that come through this place.
I know.
And she looks back toward the door. She seems to relax just slightly. Well, by face value, you do not strike me as something that I wish to smite and stain the floor of this here temple with your blood. So I will just remain wary, especially in light of recent events.
That's fair.
And she thinks a little bit. Why you strike me as evil is still beyond me. Perhaps, and she kind of just takes out her sword to like look at it a little bit.
Perhaps I should smite you, just to be sure.
She's just like considering something. No, and she puts her sword away again. No, I do not think that would solve the problem.
I mean, if you try to smite me and it doesn't work, maybe it will mean something.
It has crossed my mind already, don't you worry. And she gives you a pat on the head. Pat, 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 pat. But unfortunately, I do not need to strike you down to prove a point or prove a point to myself, for that matter. In fact, and she kind of closes her eyes and takes out a small holy symbol. Starts clutching it. You get a deep breath. And she kind of presses it to your chest. Give me a fortitude save.
I'm going to let it fail.
You're gonna let it fail?
Yes.
Alright. As the holy
have
symbol
me
is
thought.
pressed to your very flesh, you take a number of damage.
Not hard.
It almost feels like it burns. Like, badly. You take 23 points of damage as it sears like the front of your skin, though. You don't see any visible marks. Whatever it was almost clawing at your very soul.
Ouch.
That's very underdramatic.
Yeah, she pulls it away. But
It hurts.
it clearly didn't hurt that bad. Should I do it again?
He scratches his head. Does the evil got less strong?
Well, she kind of thinks, looking at the symbol. Judging by... What did it feel like? 'Cause this is the better question.
It felt like you were holding a fireball against my chest.
She's like... clearly, whatever might be afflicting you with this evil aura, certainly is not like my god. And she clutches the symbol a little bit tighter, as if she's annoyed at the very fact that somebody would be annoyed at her god. Quite frankly,
I like your god.
And she actually like just stays blank-faced to this. Well, I would like nothing more than to smite this thing within you, but unfortunately that would require me to be a bit of a vivisectionist of my own. Now, wouldn't it?
I don't know. I don't know how this works.
Doesn't seem like she's the brightest cookie in the box either. She just wants to smite whatever the hell is evil inside of you. That is the impression you're getting, Mr. Sense Motive of plus billion.
Roll for that.
It's very obvious.
I don't mean to be rude, but do you know some spellcaster that may know something that could help me?
A curse breaker is what you are looking for? A cleric?
Yeah.
Who do you think they sent out there to go find you? That's it, right? Me. And a couple moments as if in response to the statements.
I just said you were a paladin.
Oh, I am, but I am no curse breaker. And she points behind you. However, she is, and he points behind you to show another sphinx that kind of undoes her little bit of invisibility.
Before that, I have to ask, did she multi-class?
What?
Did she multi-class? Does she have levels of paladin and cleric?
This one?
The one that said it was a paladin, they're also a cleric.
No.
No, there's a cleric that's behind you now.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
know. I gonna turn around. Bright eyes.
She gives a shy wave and kind of moves the hair out of one of her eyes in a very Fluttershy-esque way. Yes.
Hello.
I had sent her out. And it's the same voice that you had heard just briefly before the door had opened and the paladin had undid her invisibility. It was the other one, the other voice that you very briefly heard. Hi, well, I'm not sure, but would you allow me some moments to examine you?
Sure.
Alright. Now she's going to take some time to examine you while we go to other people now.
Whoa.
I know. Gyro and Zakira.
Yes. Now we're looking for a thing.
That is very descriptive.
We're looking for one of the necklace thingies, or the stones upon it, or the talisman. That's what we want to find in one of the shops.
You're looking through the shop windows, shop after shop after shop, and there doesn't seem to be any on sale.
Let's inquire within one of the shops just for curiosity's sake. So we're gonna talk to one of the shop peoples.
Now, the other shops that haven't closed down yet are still looking disdainfully at your normal form now that your bath is done and the spell's gone away.
Huh? Oh, I would renew it. I can do it up to 3 times.
Oh, gotcha. Okay, cool. Well, then they are less disdainful at your form and pull you in. And what are you asking?
I would say that I was looking for one of those magical necklaces that the rest of them carry. I'm quite interested in getting something to protect me from the evil that I've heard is going on in this town.
How dare you?
And he tisks in a very typical tourist kind of way. As he kind of gives like a slight eye roll. And just says, well, you do not buy them. They are handed down by family to family.
I see. Where did they come from originally?
And then Zakira's eyes kind of perk up a little bit. And then she gives you a tug and starts pulling you outside, like, really fast.
Okay.
Well, bye then. Come by if you need something, I suppose. She pulls you out of the trinket shop. She brings you around to the corner. Gyro!
Yeah?
She gestures to the necklace that she has that you guys got from the mummy's tomb.
Oh, is that...
Yes! She nods.
How'd you figure that out?
It just struck me. There's a tomb. And that mummy in there just had some necklaces, and I thought it looked really cute, remember?
Yeah, I remember that.
And she holds it up, and she looks at everybody else. Look, even has a little stone in the middle that looks like theirs.
Oh, well...
We got one.
We do. It is going to be pretty suspicious to ask how it works, but maybe if I spend a little bit of time examining it, let's find someplace reasonably secluded. Should we get a room at the inn?
Yes.
So we're gonna get a room before my potion wears off.
I'm just like, oh, now you're getting a room, eh?
Oh my... You don't even know. So yeah, we'll do that. How many did I go through, by the way? I had an hour and a half worth of it.
An hour and a half worth? Well, I mean, you only needed like 2 of them, really. One for
Two of them, okay, cool.
For this whole shenaniganry.
That's what I needed to know, because I needed to, that means I have 1 more potion left today. Cool.
And, the inn would just be behind the tavern, run by the same person. You guys being in your disguised form have no problem getting a room. However, it would cost, for a room for 2, what was I gonna say? 1 gold piece.
Cool.
And
Gyro hands that over.
Yep. And you guys would find a room in this building right over here.
He uses his real name because he may have to check in again later.
Gotcha. I don't believe you.
Anyways.
I don't believe you gave her. Did you give her your name before?
What?
The bartender.
No, I didn't.
Alright.
Weren't you a girl before?
Yeah. Alright, you are here now to examine it. What are you examining it? How are you doing this?
I am going to, with the help of my familiar, we're going to we're going to examine it through alchemy to figure out how it works.
Do your best. Give me a check.
All right.
What knowledge are you giving me? You're not crafting anything with alchemy. Like...
Well, you can use craft alchemy for knowledge stuff regarding alchemy
Regarding alchemy, this is not an alchemical thing. It is a physical little necklace.
Well, yes, but alchemy is that sort of thing. But fine, we'll do spellcraft then.
That would work, yes.
I get a +2 with that, I think, because of my familiar presently. So, 33.
And you gander that this thing was probably made alongside with the detect evil spell with put into it.
Mm. Do I ascertain how it works?
Like what do you mean?
Well, like, Zakira obviously didn't know that it was the right thing, so that means it wasn't actually cueing her into the fact that Night Veil was evil.
Mhm.
So, I'm saying, do I figure out how it works?
You can
as
give me
just
a use magical device, which I think is the first time anybody's ever rolled that skill in any of my campaigns.
Nope. No, I rolled it
No, you roll
first
it.
session.
You roll it. You roll it. That's right. That's right.
get a +2 on this because of my familiar. So,
And it doesn't take you long. You kind of mess with it a little bit, kind of put it on, and you don't feel anything strange until you press a claw to it, and then you kind of feel this little like weird buzzing through your body, just very briefly. Nothing seems to really have happened, but you felt something strange.
interesting. I think I got it. So, what do we do if Night Veil is evil? I'm asking Zakira here.
Well, if he is evil, you're gonna give me that necklace first, because I found it fair and square, and also it matches. She flashes
Yes.
the tail.
Of course.
And
I give it to
then
her.
I'm gonna kick his butt. And that's the sequence of events that will happen. She nods.
Okay.
Bats?
And then she kind of briefly turns into Night Veil with sunglasses and just says, oh yes, look. She starts like mimicking Night Veil here. Oh, I'm so cool, look at me. And she does a little bit of a twirl and then turns into Pingwing. Oh, but I really want to learn how to be cool. Well, then I'll show you. And she's just talking to herself, switching between the thing, and she's just turning. Then you kind of hear a knock from the other side of your door, or your wall, rather. These are very thin walls, you know, I can hear you. And Zakira blushes a little bit. Oh, sorry. Just having
Wait,
fun.
no, you can do more Pingwing impressions. It's fine. He won't do anything about
No,
it.
That was...
No.
Are you saying this?
Yes.
She like raises an eyebrow. That's rude.
Says the one who was just doing Pingwing impressions.
Says the one who looks like he jumped face first into a pit of acid.
What?
She smiles. I'm just being mean again.
You like my pretty looks.
I do. And she like goes over and like nuzzles.
Anyways, I guess we should go find... Well, should we go find Pingwing, or should we find out about this child?
I'm in the next room over. I can hear you.
Yeah, well, you can come in if you want.
No. No. You guys are sharing a very intimate moment of making fun of me.
We can share a very intimate moment if you want, given how thin these walls are.
There's silence. More silence.
Break into laughter. Make a face at Zakira.
She squints. One of our party is evil, and you want to bang?
I am only teasing Pingwing. Come on now.
And she raises her eyebrow. And if I would have said yes, you still would have done it, huh? Yeah, that's what I thought.
Yes.
No comment.
No comment. Okay. And she rolls her eyes. Oh, you're silly.
Sometimes.
And she adjusts the necklace on her neck a little bit. She walks out. We go to Hunting Forest.
I guess this is where the PvP happens, huh?
Yeah. I call that domestic. Like a domestic.
Alright, so we're all gonna gang up on Knight and just kill him.
No. Can't do that. That's mean.
I'm
Dur-
your healer.
Dur knows he isn't evil.
I mean, have you done a sense evil check on him?
No, but the paladin doesn't think she should smite him. So that's a pretty good thing. Pretty good.
Hint.
It's a good word heard in form that he's not actually smite worthy.
So yeah. Hunted Forest was just going to go ask the ponies when the next fight was.
Mhm. What was
Emily,
that?
that's your cue.
He was asking when the next fights were.
Oh, my bad. I missed the question. Sorry, I was like also reading something at the same time. I apologize. And the guards there just kind of blink a little bit to each other. They seem to. One of them seems to look at the other like unsure. The other one says, "Who is a pony, by the way, with a less exotic accent." All right, the next fight there's gonna be, if I'm not mistaken, tomorrow.
Awesome.
And he thinks round noon.
Oh man, I'm just like, does Hunting want to sign up? So what type of fights are these?
Well, the Rumble Foxes there are a team of 3. They're all Sphinxes, of course. They're local ones. Typically, we bring in some kind of beast or another for them to fight, and usually it goes all well from there. But I mean, if you want to see about signing up, sure you can talk to the organizer and work that out. Though he kind of rubs the back of his head. Honestly, not sure. You might have to explain to him that you're not suicidal or anything.
All right. Where's the organizer?
And he points toward, kind of points more eastward of where you are. In the old ward, big triangular building, can't miss it.
Yeah. Hunting Forest is going to fly there. Smack into another invisible barrier.
A thud. You go over toward the big triangular building, which looks to be either like some kind of ticketing office or something for the arena. It's still kind of formal. It uses like the same sort of, like design layout, I guess you call it. One of the side doors is open now, and kind of open that up. Leads up to like a secretary. Seems to be asleep at her desk.
Going to nudge her awake.
Nudge, nudge, nudge. You nudge her awake. Huh? Oh, yes, sir. I have. Oh, hello. I was not sleeping. Hi. How can I help you?
I'd like to sign up for the arena.
And she thinks a little bit. So for what times? We have some openings in the next 2 weeks, if you would like. Who is your team?
I need a team.
Well, typically you don't go up against several dinosaurs without at least 3.
Oh man, who's he gonna sign up?
You've been voluntold. You're not part of the team.
I guess I should probably ask my group before I just sign them up.
Okay. And she looks at her calendar. But be quick, though. The Rumble Foxes are typically practice a lot using the Colosseum. So next opening is in and she looks through the calendar. Namely, me looking through the calendar right now for when that next opening day would be.
Oh, by the way, is there like prize money?
1 second. The next opening on the calendar would be the 42nd of Lashi. And she smiles. And if you ask about the prize money, she will simply nod. Nod. Oh, yes, very much so. You get a cut of how many people are interested in coming to see your group. Ticket sales are everything.
All right. Thank you. And he's going to go look for the others. Do a flyover.
Now, looking for the others might give you a bit of a problem. But speaking of others, we move towards... suppose actually, did you come out? You were... Yeah, Penguin said some shit. You were the last one out. Give me a perception check, I suppose.
All right.
There's yeah, you really can't pick up on anywhere where anybody went. You have to probably look around a little bit, or though actually,
No.
come to think, you do hear at least a couple of people out in the streets that are just murmuring along themselves. You'd at the very least get that the cursed one, quote, had flown off toward like the southwestern direction.
Huh. You know, he'd probably give me lots of tickets sales.
Watch the cursed one die.
I would like to think that you're like monologuing, but accidentally out loud.
Yeah.
Yeah, and you get a couple of people that like look around your way.
He spent like 100 years alone in the forest, so.
Well, no, you get a couple of people, like one or two that just like their ears perk, and you get alone and you just briefly hear one of them before you fly off. Just say like, "I'd pay money to see that."
So we
Fly
kill
off,
Night Vale, but we get like 50,000 gold.
No.
I'm just gonna point out there's 6 of you.
That is true. I mean, oh man, we could actually.
There's only a team of 3.
Yeah, 2 each. We'd make 2 teams.
Seems like senseless violence to me.
That's the best type of violence. So yeah, I'm going to fly to where Night Vale and Dur are.
Yep, the only thing southwest of where your location was is the big ass castle, so you're free to assume that that's probably where they went.
Yeah, fly over there.
All right. You fly that way, and let me yeah, here. Distant PCs. Forest. You're pulled to here.
Okay, I cannot see anything.
Oh, do you have vision? How do you not have vision? You have vision.
Uh,
On the right side of the map?
do I have a token in there?
Yep, I just dragged your token in.
I do not see it. I'm looking at a black screen.
Zoom
Have you
out.
tried scrolling over?
Yeah,
I also need you to
you're on
put
the
me
right
back
side of the
there.
map.
Oh, okay. Okay, this is a very big map, and
It's actually not that big.
all right. Going to just open the door.
Go for it.
Oh, there
Oh no.
What?
Nothing.
What?
Did I have to strip down naked?
Now, as soon as you open this door, you see what seems to be Night Vale, who is kind of on his back, really, and they seem to be like looking at his fangs, like squinting at them. One of them seems to be
Wait.
muttering something a little bit, which
Am
you're
I-
free to give me a spellcraft if you'd like. They're muttering things and trying to determine things and examining him thoroughly.
But
don't have
did,
spellcraft.
did he need to go naked?
Who?
Yes.
Night's Veil.
Yeah.
Okay, if that happens, I gonna have to do one little thing.
Uh-oh.
And I gonna look at Dur. Because working title has echolocation, so he knows Dur is there.
Huh?
There, I gonna have to ask you to leave. I don't want you to see me naked.
Echolocation doesn't
I mean, he
negate
has
any
blind
protection
sense.
check.
Yeah, but he knows that he knows that Dur is there. Shouldn't he know? He should know.
If it's blind sense, you know something's there, yeah.
Yeah, he knows that that a niche tall creature is there.
Yeah, probably, maybe. Depends how it works. No,
Blind
just
sense.
give-
Blind sense. Blind sight never allows creatures to distinguish color or visual contrast, obviously. It does not subject creatures to gaze attacks, blinding attacks, blah 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 blah. Blind sight negates displacement and blur effects. This makes invisibility and concealment irrelevant to the creature.
Okay.
Obviously to the range of what his echolocation allows him.
Yep.
There, I don't want you to see me naked.
Who is this Dur you speak of?
It's
Demon.
it's it's this little guy, and I'm gonna point at the floor, and she's not gonna see him.
Well,
Yes, you have a very small dick.
And Dur is probably hiding in that crack there. Honestly, like if I had to
That's
guess where you
small.
were hiding. And they kind of look up and around. Are you still trying to hide from them, Dur? Or are you like, like?
I mean, he was trying to just be stealthy and use the, hide under someone as they move, but Nightveil's getting undressed and all that. That's going to be complications, so... With Nightveil calling him out, he's just going to shrug and float up and go, "Hi there."
And they blink.
Demon.
The paladin withdraws the sword and points it towards you, Dur. Maybe this is what has been on you this whole time.
No,
Maybe.
I haven't been on him. Actually, I was just near him. I can confirm his story, though.
And she thinks about this, and then the door opens, and then there's, this is a busy day for us, isn't it? And she continues focusing on the spell, looking at Nightveil's fangs as if she wasn't listening to her paladin friend at all.
Only get naked when they aren't here.
Come in, come in. The temple is open to all, apparently. Come on.
Is she still pointing the sword at Dur?
Yep,
What side is up? The flat side or the blade?
on the flat side.
He's gonna just perch on it.
There, Vale, we need to form a team and fight in the arena.
We can do that later. For now, we eat.
Dude, you're a retard. She's just like, you just land on the sword and she just looks at you. Just give me a sense motive.
He don't sense very well.
No. She
I have my tiny bird back.
yeah, she kind of lifts it up. This one is your. She looks between working title and Night Veil. Familiar?
No, he's just a weird small bird. Gonna get me lots of money though.
Everyone keeps calling me a familiar. It really gets old.
I apologize. It just seems so fitting.
Because you're small doesn't mean you're familiar.
She blinks. Well, I've never seen a big familiar.
He looks to Hunting Forest. That's not a familiar you have, is it?
No, it's just an animal.
Oh, okay. I can't. Almost the same
Mauler
thing.
from-
They follow you around the entire time.
A Mauler familiar can get to normal size.
Yeah, if I'm not mistaken, I think familiars specifically point out that, like, to start out, a starting familiar always has to be like a tiny or small animal. I think.
Yep.
Yeah.
You can get larger with improved familiar, or if you take the Mauler familiar archetype, your familiar can transform into a medium creature
Ah, gotcha. There you go.
for use in combat. It's a combat-based familiar, but it has other penalties, of course. So
Which it's really cool if you're a small creature, then you can ride on your familiar.
yes.
So,
What are you doing, and why is my bat naked?
well,
Naked, I wait for you people to leave so I can get naked.
and she angles the sword up toward the top of her head and, like, more or less wipes her onto it. Like, you're welcome to step off the sword, but, like, she doesn't, like, want to cut herself or anything.
He'll perch on the Sphinx's head.
This one is being currently examined for signs of corruption. And Night Vale, your mouth is kind of plopped closed again. Nope, not a vampire. We have this much is clear. And she kind of thinks a little bit. What evil plagues you? What evil plagues you? She thinks, as if she's rolling spellcraft right now.
Can I roll spellcraft too?
Oh boy. She actually did very well for herself.
Let's see. He had a run with a mummy. I thought I was a werewolf once.
Of course.
He got revived by an evil person.
Of course. This person, you say that they... I take... but have you guys given them the story of being revived by the ring or whatever?
Yeah.
This person, do they enjoy your company? For
No!
lack of better words. Like...
Nope,
We
they
keep
killed
on
him.
running into them, and they keep on trying to kill us.
And
Do him?
they gave you a ring, yes?
Yes. He gave me a ring after killing me.
Tell me, have you been having any strange dreams, Nightfare?
I did.
Explain them to me.
It's like I can... It's like I'm on his mind and I can see what he sees and think his thoughts for me.
It's to this that, Dirk,
You've been Harry Potter.
you'd wiggle a little bit as a new crack appears in the tile as the paladin drives the sword right down into the tile, almost seemingly in anger. And the cleric nods up, gravely looking down toward Nightvale. Yes, yes. It all makes sense now. You
The only cure is death.
are more than one person, Mr. Nightvale.
I'm a Horcrux?
Worse yet, well, for lack of better words, yes, is a piece of evil resides in you alongside of what might be good inside of your very soul.
Oh, well, that's not a lot of good.
out of character, I kind of imagined that this was your way to stop me from the Renaissance campaign by killing Dave. It would make so that if he dies, I have to die too. And now I'm very angry at him and you.
Oh boy.
So there's no way to cure this, right?
And they both look toward you. And the paladin speaks up first. Well, I know the perfect way to cure it. Right here and right now. But unfortunately, and she puts up, like, air quotes, a good half of this bat here would unfortunately also cease to exist.
Sir's gonna tilt his head. Can we revive him afterwards?
like the paladin looks toward the cleric to this, and she kind of shakes her head off. No, I am not a cleric of many spells myself. Very honestly, most of my instruments have to do with my own necklace, and she pulls out her own, and the power that Soft Whisper herself grants me. So I cannot say I am of the adventuring type.
So you have time to go to the arena with me.
What I mean to ask is, what? That's a great idea. We can get money to get my revive spell.
And she gives this eye.
Yeah, you can do that with your part of the money.
You misunderstand me, Sir Vale. And she shakes her head. I do not have the capability to bring back the dead.
I know, but maybe I can find a geese somewhere. Or I mean a goose. Yes, a goose.
The Gesh?
A guild? And she tilts
A
her head.
goose.
Goose?
Oh,
Yes, that
You mean
cleric
Hamlet.
that hates me.
I'm sure he'd love to kill you.
Yeah,
Actually, I would love to kill you too, but
you have to pay. That's a great idea. Let's sell my death, and then we can revive me with the money.
well, I mean, we're going to the arena anyway because that's the perfect way to make money. And you being evil, everyone's gonna want to see you dead.
But no, we.
The paladin just kind of smirks a little bit. Well, fuck. I just went into my ring dancer voice for a second.
Well,
Well, it is by destroy his better half. I am talking about both and gone for good, Miss Cleric. And she shoots her cleric friend a look. Says, "Oh, you cannot just I don't know, put it into his hoof and cut it off with something."
I mean, is my very soul corrupted?
And the cleric kind of gives us a small frown. It certainly seems so. It is as if they are one and the same. I cannot detect the good from you and your being. The evil is more of a prominent nature at its very core.
He's gonna let a tear fall off his eye?
If we kill Damien, is there any chance that helps?
And she thinks, as if she's rolling knowledge with
Or will he just turn into Damien and we have to kill him again? Drew's gonna glare at Night Vale.
Certainly seems that so long as a part of his soul resides in your friend here, he himself as a presence will also exist. Perhaps he kind of thinks a little bit. Well, this would be something that would probably be better met with advice from the clerics of Ovati, especially seeing as most of the best out from the deserts in this area are headed there as we speak for the festivals and the joyous opening of the necropolis.
we're heading to Wati anyway, but while we're here, let's sign up for the arena.
Just
I feel
don't.
sad now.
Drew will go and pat Night Vale. Don't worry, we'll make your soul not as evil.
Nigel, if you do this for me, I will be your best friend.
I don't want your friendship.
I will not kill you. How about that?
That's okay.
I will take that as a yes.
What do you want me to fight?
Just, I think some monsters in the arena. That's about it. The
Dinosaurs.
thing we do normally anyway.
I mean, I'm not very kind of killing in cage animals.
Just
Can we
think
kill
of it as
something
liberating
else?
them.
Oh, they do not kill the animals in the fight. That would be
Oh.
highly immoral.
I know, right?
However, they have been known to kill a couple of the problematic dinosaurs about, namely because they also want to kill us, and they are quite frankly pests. It would be no different than killing a mouse. No offense to your friend over there.
I'm not a mouse.
And the paladin actually glares at the cleric too. Yes, he is not a mouse. That is She looks up, squints a little bit, thinking of her words. Sizes, I think would be the word.
Yep, that's correct.
You're free to call me a dragon, though.
I'm gonna call you Scaly.
Your icon set wrong.
All the way
what
to
was
the
that?
left, really about halfway down.
The hunting's just a horse.
I'm my dragon form, just mean they won't change my token.
Well, you. I gave you guys free reign to adjust your tokens and things as you saw fit. Just left it as what you guys had.
Yeah, hunting, if you want, you can right-click on yourself, go to the gear, and change your image.
Alright, let's see here.
In fact... Why aren't you in the list of tokens?
There you go. Give it another refresh. I had to give the permissions back. I just reset them to default earlier.
Licorice coffee. Yeah.
In fact, Durer is now much more little shit.
Usually you put a little bit of
Oh?
coffee in.
Haha. Adorable.
Oi, that's sizest.
Oh wait, that's sizes, that is. Come off it.
Traditional. It's one coffee,
You can handle this, you can.
and you chew it at the end.
I just do this.
okay, images here.
There we go.
God, I want to play Thumbtack again.
Alright, how do I do this?
Nightvale,
Chief.
I have a question.
Yes?
And this is the cleric, by the way. So when you have these dreams, when do they typically occur?
And this is the moment where I don't know if Nightvale would know. Because I only noticed because you said that out loud it was on full moons.
Well, I'm gonna just post this right here for you, for the spectator voice. You're free to examine that as you will.
I think about one time every week or so.
Just the one?
I think so.
And when you have these dreams, if it is once a week, and she looks kind of skyward. Typically,
How do I delete
full
tokens?
moons, yes?
And he scratches his head. Maybe. Yeah, that could be it.
And perhaps the best way to figure out about going about fixing your condition would be to figure out where your chooses the words wisely here. Better half would be, I think. And if you can see through his eyes, perhaps you should. And she thinks, like as if she's like. She definitely seems as if she's trying not to offend her paladin by saying this. Allow yourself to be a little bit more open during your dreams to see where he might be. And the paladin gasps. Allowing evil into your heart, sister, I would... And she does like the what the hell motions with her, with the sword that has, or the paw that has a sword in it. I would never think to do such things. Do never let evil into your heart, dearest Nightvale.
Yeah, I don't think I will. I don't wanna be evil.
continue
And
your
wouldn't it just be
resistance.
using evil?
What?
Wouldn't it just be using evil for your own benefits?
And the cleric kind of nods. Oh, yes, most definitely. And that is what I am saying. If you are able to find out where the source of evil is, or maybe even open yourself up to what his thoughts and feelings might be, perhaps you might find something that you would otherwise not have had before.
Well, I was kind of trying to figure out why the hell he's up to do this. Maybe I will open up my heart. Just a little bit.
And this is where the paladin decides to scoff once again. Well, call me when, and you're still on her head, by the way, Dare. Call me when you want to have a sane conversation. Why don't you? Opens the door, steps in, closes the door.
Okay, bye.
She just seems very mad. Oh my god! Like he's just like
Evil.
so many tokens.
And one's a werewolf.
There you go.
And I not on the map. Can I watch this?
Oh, this is very dark in here, isn't it?
No, I mean I clicked on the other map and now I can't go back.
Oh,
How did you do? Oh, you can just click on the map.
oh yeah, and no, I can't go back either.
Yeah.
Toggle
Hey, don't click on the
I
other-
pushed toggle navigation. Are you guys able to click it now?
No.
What does toggle navigation do? Activate?
Okay,
No.
we're in the temple now.
Oh, I'm in the temple now.
Based. Oh, I just pushed activate.
Except I have no tokens with
Oh,
vision on
because
them.
it's because I activated this map and then I pulled you guys over to this one. So you guys are you guys are able to go back to the other one, but not able to go back to this one.
Ah, I see.
That makes sense. Okay, cool. Mallow was on this map, right?
Yeah.
And yeah, I just wanted to use my werewolf form because it was in my computer, so I was like, fuck it.
You got the art for it.
Yeah.
I gotta reload some. You guys are in. Why is the scene not showing up for me now?
I don't
We're
know.
here.
Someone's opening and closing the door.
Huh? I can't see the temple scene on my map here now. Okay.
Interesting.
There, I guess now it shows up. Like,
Ah. Now can't see anything.
You're at the temple.
There you go.
I know.
There you go. Now everything's around the world.
You know, if we get the other three to make a team, that'll be like double the money.
Taking a bit the pressure.
Well, why would that be double the money? And the cleric kind of raises her eyebrow. Did you realize that if it is team versus team, it is the team that wins that gets the money? Yes? Unless, of course, you guys are the team, and she points toward Hunting Forest and Night Vale and Dur.
Yeah.
Points where?
Well, like, she points toward the door that had closed with Dur.
Well. Okay, we'll double our chances of getting money, I guess. I don't know how this entire arena thing works, to be honest. I just know we can make money off of it.
You adventurers
And-
are always about your money.
No, that's just mostly dragons.
And she rolls her eyes and says something in Sphinx. I'm not sure if you could say speak Sphinx.
Nope.
Ah, well, it sounds like she is pretty much like, if this was Spanish, she'd be saying, pinche cabrón. Like, pretty much is what she'd be going at.
So what's that mean in English?
Pretty much like, you fucking bastard, pretty much.
Ah.
Oh.
like
Yeah.
it's pretty much like if I did something stupid and my grandma saw it, it'd be like a it beat you cabron, like you know, it's just like a it's just an exclamatory kids these days kind of deal. But yeah, like that's the tone, except it's kind of directed toward dragons in this case.
Alright, where's there?
Now, the better question is why dragons always seem to think that they could just leave the doors open. And the Sphinx kind of waves the paw. A mage claw paw goes over here. Close. Close.
Well, to be honest, I was just gonna grab these guys and come out. But then this all happened.
Within the little room here, the paladin is just kind of pacing back and forth with you on the head, just muttering to themselves, muttering to herself. Can you believe this? Can you believe this? The absolute nerve, letting evil into one's heart. I cannot bear the thought of it. What say you, Dur?
He is kind of cursed already. I'm not. You said his soul's already corrupted.
Yes, but allowing it more to be a part of him. She's like saying this like, come on, buddy, come on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And there's gonna be, and I'm kind of worried that him being partly corrupted allows this Damien to know what we're doing also.
And they snark. She snarks. Well, it is almost as if this is an evil magic and should be swashed out rather than let in.
Well, we're going to Wadi. We can talk to the clerics, and hopefully they're powerful enough to push away the evil. I don't know. I don't do magic.
Grumbling ensues, but they are remaining in this little thing as she looks up and seems to kind of talk to the sunroof that's here in the middle of the room. Kind of uttering small little prayers and speaking in slight tongues.
Who is evil now, Miss Speaking in Tongues?
Back to Gyro.
Yes.
Lure boss map. Are you on the
I will
lure
take
boss
this
map?
opportunity to go poo.
Are you on
Am I what?
Are you on the lure boss map? Yeah, you are. Alright.
I am on the town map.
Yeah.
Whatever that is.
Are you what are you doing? Anything particular you're doing here?
I mean, I guess we were going to go look for Night Vale, probably, at this point.
Going to go look for Night Vale. Alright, but you start walking. Give me a perception check.
Alrighty. I feel like I had more of a plan, but it's been so long that I forgot what it was. For me and for my familiar.
You do that. And start looking around for signs of Night Vale. And similar in the fashion that you had heard from Mr. Similar in the fashion that Hunting Forest had found traces of Night Vale's presence. So have you, with people muttering things like, "It was up in the air, I swear. Is he the one, do you think? I don't think he was. And who did? I wonder where she went." It's just like little things that you hear through the place and the various...
Oh, right. That's what we were going to do. But I think the temple's still a good spot for us to figure this out. So yeah.
They didn't point out the temple necessarily. They just kind of gestured to where he might be flying. You're welcome to.
Yeah.
That's the temple there.
Yeah, we'll head that way. But I just remembered what my plan was initially. But I think this works out just fine. So yeah, let's go to the temple.
And Sakira just kind of like looks around. What's at the temple?
Well, I think we can find out about the, this is sort of the place where you find out about people missing or whatever, right? I mean, they'll have a good idea of what's going on with that,
And
and I kind of want to help that out.
She raises an eyebrow a little bit at this. So rather than going to the guard station, you're going to the temple.
I mean, the clerics know a lot, right? Okay, we can go to the guard station.
And she gives a shrug. I'm just saying what's probably the most likely scenario. I mean,
Fine, we'll
if
go
I
to the
was
guard
kidnapped, and
station.
she points toward herself. If I was kidnapped, I would hope that my family would, instead of going to a cleric, would go to a very strong and capable guard. She's saying
Are
this
you
in a
saying
very...
clerics are not capable?
And she says it again. If I were kidnapped, I would hope that they would go to a very strong and capable guard. Wink.
Fine, we'll go to the guard station.
Oh gosh, she gives a face. Woof. Okay, and she goes along with
Wait, what? I'm. Gyro's gonna look annoyed. There's no pleasing you sometimes.
She gives like a roll of her eyes. You're silly, you know that?
Mm. Anyways,
Yeah, if you guys are you guys going to go look for the guard station?
yes.
Okay. Give me a perception check. Let's see if you can spot it.
Boop boop.
I wonder if Gyro sinks in Mercury.
What?
What is this one? What does that mean to her?
Nothing.
What?
This sounds backhanded, but I'm not sure if it is or not. Let's see.
Even I got it.
24.
See, Paolo's the smart
oh,
one here.
Yeah, no, I get it. With the 24, you guys start looking around left and right for the guard station until you do find one. It's not too hard. They obviously don't make it too hard to go to the guard station, and in fact, it's actually not too far away from you. It is actually just next to the building that is triangular that Hunting Forest had gone in a little bit earlier. It's the square one right next to it on the corner. This one. Hang on, music.
This one?
That one.
Oh, that one.
Yep.
Okay.
I'll get the ping module at some point.
Yes.
But yeah, it's that one right there. Good little guard thing is on the outside. It's just written in Sphinx, of course. And
Well, I can read Sphinx.
yeah. Which is why I said you found it. And you walk in, and there's a couple chairs around. There's a little desk for a secretary to be at, and it seems like there's a guard behind it who's taking notes and sitting behind there, just doing his job. Among other things going on in the background.
We heard that there might have been a missing person lately, kidnapped by an evil pony.
The Persian who is behind there gives a nod. There's a little bit of clinking as he did so, with his helmet clattering against whatever jewelry he has on the top of his head. Mm-hmm. Yes, this is true. This is very true. It is rather unfortunate. A member of the community here has suffered a loss of the missing persons report that has been going on. Do you have any information to the disappearance?
No, but we are experienced with solving disappearances. We found a couple of kids that ran away just last week in I don't remember the name of the town, but assume Gyro would.
Yeah. I got you. And he kind of nods a little bit. Well, give me a diplomacy check.
All right, that's a good one for me. And by that I mean I roll a +1. Okay. But hopefully Zakira can jump in and help.
Oh, she hears you stumbling. And the guard looks like he's like raising his eyebrow, like you might be like joking with him or something like that. And she kind of jumps in a little bit. Oh, well, no. We just want to help out the best we can, and we'd like to know if you have any more information for us. And she gives like a little bit of a smile, as she does so, looking her absolute most adorable.
When is she ever not looking absolutely most adorable?
Well, I never said she, well, I guess I never mentioned it, but, she never really, changed out of that form that you guys went to the bathhouse with. Well, no, she did, because I said she clip-clopped her hooves earlier, so yeah, she did.
Yeah.
She still looks cute regardless. Anyways, guard just kind of raises an eyebrow. Well, if you are looking to help, there is at least one lead we have.
Yes. What leads that?
So the main lead is that we were able to gather from the family of the girl who has gone missing, is that one day out of nowhere, Blue Rose had appeared in her doorstep, and a day later she had gone. No
Blue
idea
Rose.
where it had come from, but yes.
Ah.
And I think that is a good place for us to end today, guys.
Wait.
No.
Wait.
What was the hint?
What?
A blue rose. But
Yeah.
I wanna use craft alchemy to identify what type of, because that would be within plants and nature, and so total like alchemy stuff, because it's ingredients. And I would want to use that to figure out where it might have come from, as far as like regionally in the area.
Okay, go for it. You know that probably the most familiar blue rose that you'd find that's actually fairly well common in the more western parts of the Sion would be a blue rose called Blue Girl. It's typically found in places near like Basin Sage, Erewhon, that kind of area.
I'm just thinking of Queen Rose.
Yeah, Blue Girl is the name of the type of rose that you're looking for in that sense. And that is a good place for us to end off today, gamers.
No.
Aww.
3 hours, it's good.
But you said we could go later since you were late showing up.
If I was uber late. Not uber late.
You were.
You were.
I was 10 minutes late. It's not uber late.
Yeah.
You see, this is mainly telling us he doesn't have any maps built for anything else.
That too. Like, let's be nice to me right here. Like.
Well, that means we can just go to the arena.
Yeah.
So, hunting, you do realize what day they have it open for.
It's 12 days. No, it's 16 days away.
The 45th of Flashy, we're
42nd.
currently on the 26th.
I'm gonna be in Wati by then.
We need to be in Wanty by the end of the month?
Yes.
In any case, say goodbye to the stream. Bye.